your Storm Tracker 13 forecast first. Sponsored by George Sink Injury Lawyers.
We've had wet weather across the area this evening, some of us getting very heavy rain. In fact, we had flood warnings in effect for Chesterfield, Marlborough, Scotland, Robinson, northern parts of Dillon County. Still raining up there right now after several inches of rain. Things will be winding down over the next couple of hours. And one thunderstorm right over Myrtle Beach and moving slowly up the coast. So the rain's still out there, but it will take a few hours to wind down. Temperatures right now in the low to middle 70s. Shouldn't get much cooler than this overnight tonight, staying warm and muggy. And that chance for showers and thunderstorms back again for tomorrow. I'll have a look at how long this wet weather is going to last coming up.
Right now on News 13, remembering the life and legacy of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. Plus, one PD community is searching for answers after this 17-year-old was killed in a weekend shooting.
Coverage you can count on at 11 starts now.
Now to Lindsey, I miss you more than I can even put into words. But I'm going to do this. I got it.
First at 11, Governor McMaster appointed Senator Lindsey Graham's sister to serve the rest of his term after his sudden death over the weekend. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Adriana Lawrence. The news comes as more details are emerging about the hours leading up to Graham's death. Jesse Mitchell has the latest.
On Monday, Washington continued to reel from the sudden death of Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. The South Carolina lawmaker was rushed to the hospital late Saturday, dying of what initial reports indicate was a torn aorta.
The halls of the Senate already feel empty without him.
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster Monday appointed Graham's sister and only sibling, Darlene Graham Nordone, as his replacement.
I want to thank the governor for selecting me to serve the remainder of Lindsey's term. It is such an honor. Lindsey has always been there for me, and now I will be there for him.
Graham raised Darlene from the time she was 13 after both of their parents died. Graham never married or had children. His sister was his closest family member.
I think this is what Lindsey would have wanted, and I plan to honor him in this way.
The longtime senator was up for re-election this fall, and a special Republican primary will be held next month to determine who will replace him on the ballot. Also Monday, Senator Tommy Tuberville shared more details about the hours leading up to Graham's death.
My former scheduler was Lindsey's scheduler, and one of my staff members was with that scheduler the night Lindsey called. Called basically, said, listen, I'm having chest pains. I need to do something. Did you call 911? And he goes, no, that's the reason I called you. And so she called 911. By the time she got there, 911 had knocked the door down, and they were working on it.
Outside Graham's office at the Capitol Monday, a wreath was laid in the senator's honor. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News, New York.
Nordone will be sworn into the U.S. Senate tomorrow afternoon. And this is a look at the State House in Columbia, where flags are flying at half-staff in Senator Graham's honor. President Trump ordered flags be lowered to half-staff nationwide to honor Graham until Saturday evening. And local reaction is pouring in about Senator Graham's death. News 13's Annette Pegler explains how his loss will impact the state and national political landscape and how Horry County's top prosecutor is reacting.
Coastal Carolina University political science professor Michael Norris says Senator Graham's death is a blow for South Carolina due to his military experience and influence.
Reactions continue to pour in surrounding Senator Lindsey Graham's death, and locally the senator did quite a bit for the Grand Strand. Political science professor Michael Norris says Graham, who served in Congress for more than 3 decades, was really good at, quote, bringing home the bacon to South Carolina and helping to secure funds for numerous projects in the state, including the future pedestrian bridge over Highway 544 at CCU.
Graham was just one of those rare birds that really knew how to get stuff done. Those people are few and far between, right? There's 100 senators, but there's only 10 of them, maybe, that really know how to play that game well. He was one.
15th Circuit Solicitor Jimmy Richardson says Senator Graham spoke with intention and did not take for granted the power he had to get a job done. He says when it came to budgeting for loan forgiveness and prosecutors across the state a few years ago, Graham was able to make it happen.
To help our area. And I don't know that anybody realizes how big of a hole this leaves. A new senator, whoever that is not going to be able to step into that powerful of a role.
Reporting in Horry County, Annette Pegler, News 13.
Plans to fill Graham's seat long-term are now underway. The South Carolina Election Commission says a one-week candidate filing period for the special Republican primary will open next Tuesday. The primary is set for August 11th. The winner will take on Democrat Annie Andrews in the November general election. According to the Office of the D.C. Medical Examiner, Senator Graham died from a tear in his aorta, also called an aortic dissection, due to a previous long-term heart condition. The CDC describes it as an inner layer of the body's main artery tearing open, in this case due to chronic plaque buildup. Now, doctors say a high percentage of aortic dissections are immediately deadly, and of the patients that do make it to the hospital, only about half survive. That's because the illness often comes with little warning.
When a patient has an aortic dissection, they typically feel normal 1 second, and the very next second they're having excruciating chest pain. And that's because of the tearing effect of the blood separating the walls of the aorta.
Senator Graham's death certificate will remain pending until the results of toxicology and microscopic tests are finalized. And right now at WBTW.com, you can read reaction to Senator Graham's death from local, state, federal, and international leaders. A News 13 update, we now have the name of the pedestrian killed in an early morning wreck in Horry County. The Horry County Coroner's Office says Shirley Cooper was 79 years old and lived in Myrtle Beach. Now, the wreck happened around 3:30 this morning at Highway 707 and Circle Lane. The Highway Patrol says the driver was headed north on 707 when they hit Cooper, who was walking in the road. No word tonight if the driver will face any charges. Well, one PD community is mourning and looking for answers following a deadly weekend shooting. 17-year-old Lake City High School student Zylan Dixon was killed and 3 others wounded. Authorities say the shooting happened late Saturday night in the area of the Glendale subdivision in Florence. Police say the other 3 people should recover. Dixon was in the high school band and was on the wrestling team. Chelsea Harris is the former band director at Lake City High. She says she knew Dixon for 3 years and was heartbroken to learn what had happened.
It's hard to believe. It was shocking because I talked to Zylan a good bit, and he was such against violence and anything like that. He just de-escalated things, and he was a very calm person. So to know that his life was taken was just such an awful thing to hear.
Just a very sad story. Authorities have not released any other details about the shooting. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Florence County Sheriff's Office. A Florence County woman is accused of shooting her husband in front of 4 young children. Tawny Daniels faces 1 count of attempted murder and 4 counts of unlawful conduct toward a child. Officials say the shooting happened yesterday afternoon on Daniels Road in the Lake City area. Authorities say the man should be okay. Daniels is in jail awaiting a bond hearing. An update tonight on the new Highway 501 alignment in Myrtle Beach. The project will connect the Broadway Street intersection to 7th Avenue North at Oak Street. The goal is to create a more direct route through the city. The contractor also completed storm drainage improvements in the area. The project is funded by Horry County's Ride 3 program. Work is expected to wrap up later this year. Well, the Star Power National Championship is underway this week on the Grand Strand. The dance competition is going on at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center. Dancers and performers of all ages and levels from around the world get to take the stage and showcase their talents.
I would say my favorite part is just watching all the dances from the other studios and like making friends and being able to make connections. The dance world is not that big, so being able to find people and then them being in your life along the way, especially if you want to pursue a career in dance, is very nice. And also just being able to support your friends and watching them on stage and watch them grow throughout the years is like literally such an incredible thing to see.
Yeah, good luck to everyone there. The top scoring finalists will battle for the national title on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, the elite group finalists will compete during a live webcast for the Viewer's Choice Award. Frank.
And cooler weather across the area today with temperatures only in the 80s this afternoon, all because of the clouds and the rain. And we have seen some heavy rain across the area this evening. I'll let you know how long this wet weather is going to last coming up.